Have you ever wondered why some people born under the sign of Taurus seem to have a natural ability to accumulate wealth, while others constantly struggle with financial matters? The answer lies in the cosmic energies that govern this sign and how you can align your actions with these powerful forces. If you're a Taurus or have loved ones under this sign, this video could be the key to completely transforming your relationship with money and prosperity. Over the next few minutes, I'll reveal 9 specific practices that activate Taurus's natural potential to attract abundance. We're not talking about empty theories or impossible promises. These are strategies based on the unique characteristics of this earth sign, which when applied correctly, can result in surprising financial changes in your life. What makes this even more special is that these practices work with Taurus's natural energy, not against it. Many people make the mistake of trying to force methods that don't align with their astrological essence and thus fail. But when you understand how the cosmos influences your Taurus nature and act accordingly, the results can be truly transformative. If you don't apply these practices, you may continue to face the same financial struggles as always. But if you decide to put into action what I'm going to share today, be prepared to see your wealth grow consistently and sustainably, exactly as Taurus's persistent nature dictates. First practice: build your financial foundation with patience and determination. The first fundamental practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to fully embrace their patient nature and use this trait to their advantage in building a solid financial foundation. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet that governs not only love and beauty, but also material values and the ability to cultivate resources over time. Unlike other signs that may seek quick gains or risky investments, Taurus's strength lies in consistent and gradual growth. This means you should focus on establishing financial habits that can last for years, even decades. Consider creating an automatic savings system where a fixed portion of your income is allocated monthly to safe, long-term investments. Taurus determination is legendary in the zodiac, and this is your greatest asset when it comes to wealth. While other signs may give up when results don't appear quickly, you have the natural ability to persist even when progress seems slow. Use this trait to commit to long-term financial plans, such as conservative investment funds, real estate, or even your own business that you can gradually develop. Remember that Taurus patience isn't passivity. It's active patience, where you continue to work consistently toward your goals, even when you don't see immediate results. This is the difference between dreaming about wealth and actually building it. Set realistic financial goals for the next 5, 10, or 20 years and work methodically to achieve them. Second practice: value and invest in tangible assets. The second essential practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is directly connected to the earthly nature of this sign: investing in tangible and concrete assets. Taurus has a natural affinity for everything that can be touched, felt, and physically possessed. This characteristic is not just a personal preference, but a cosmic indication of where their financial energies flow most easily. Real estate represents one of the most natural investments for Taurus people. Land, buildings, and physical spaces resonate deeply with their essence. If you don't already own a property, make it your first major financial goal. Even if you start small with a modest apartment or a plot of land, you'll be aligning your energy with the cosmos in a powerful way. But tangible assets go beyond real estate. Consider investing in precious metals like gold and silver, which historically hold their value over time. Works of art, antiques, quality jewelry, and even rare musical instruments can be excellent investments for Taurus. Their natural ability to recognize quality and value in physical objects is a gift that should be cultivated and used strategically. Another area where Taurus can thrive is in businesses related to the production of tangible goods. If you have manual or artistic skills, consider turning them into a source of income. Taurus energy flows naturally through the creation of physical products that people can touch, use, and value. whether it's furniture making, artisanal food production, decorative pieces, or any activity that results in tangible products. Third practice, develop your intuition to recognize opportunities of value. The third practice for multiplying your wealth as a Taurus involves developing and trusting your natural intuition to recognize true value. Taurus possesses an exceptional sixth sense when it comes to identifying solid, lasting financial opportunities. This ability needs to be cultivated and refined so that you can fully utilize it. Your connection to Venus gives you a special insight into what has real value versus what is just appearance or a passing fad. While others may be swayed by momentary trends or promises of getting rich quick, you have the ability to see through these illusions and identify truly sound investments. Learn to trust this intuition, especially when something seems too good to be true. Develop the habit of thorough research before making any investment. Taurus should never act impulsively when it comes to money. Use your natural patience to investigate, compare options, and make decisions based on solid information. Your intuition will work best when supported by factual knowledge. Also practice the art of recognizing value in everyday situations. Perhaps it's an undervalued property in a developing neighborhood, a small business with great potential, or even antiques at a garage sale whose value others don't recognize. Your ability to see potential where others only see the obvious is one of the keys to multiplying your wealth consistently and sustainably. If you're enjoying these powerful practices for Taurus to multiply their wealth, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any content on astrology and prosperity. And let me know in the comments where you're watching this video from. I love hearing about our Taurus friends around the world. Fourth practice, cultivate financial discipline like a garden. The fourth fundamental practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to cultivate financial discipline, just as one would tend a garden, with consistency, care, and attention to detail. Taurus has a natural connection with the earth and organic growth processes, and this same energy should be applied to your personal finances. Just as a gardener plants seeds and waters them daily, even without seeing immediate results, you should establish financial routines that you practice religiously. This includes reviewing your accounts regularly, monitoring your investments without obsession but consistently, and adjusting your spending habits as needed. Taurian discipline isn't rigid or punitive. It's nurturing and caring. Create realistic budgets that you can stick to long-term. Taurus hates extremes and thrives on gradual, sustainable changes. Instead of drastically cutting all your expenses, make small monthly adjustments that add up to significant savings over time. Taurus doesn't like severe deprivation, so find a balance between savings and quality of life. Also, develop the habit of reinvesting your earnings wisely. When you receive returns from investments or extra income, don't spend it all immediately. Use the rule of thirds: 1/3 for reinvestment, 1/3 for emergency savings, and 1/3 for conscious enjoyment. This balanced approach resonates perfectly with Taurus's practical and sensible nature, allowing for financial growth without completely sacrificing life's pleasures. Fifth practice, build multiple stable income streams. The fifth essential practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to diversify their income sources in a stable and secure manner. Taurus values security above all else, and having only one source of income, no matter how reliable it may seem, goes against their instinctive need for financial stability. The key is to build multiple sources of income that are consistent and predictable. Start by identifying skills you already have that can be monetized. Tauruses often have practical talents that can be turned into extra income. If you're a good cook, consider selling homemade food. If you have manual skills, you could offer repair or manufacturing services. If you have expertise in a specific area, you could teach or consult. The important thing is that these activities are something you can do consistently without relying on fads. Investments that generate passive income are also ideal for Taurus. Real estate funds, stocks that pay regular dividends, or even renting out a room in your house can create additional income streams that grow over time. Taurus especially appreciates investments that pay out regularly, as this feeds their need for security and financial predictability. Also consider long-term partnerships in stable businesses. Your loyal and trustworthy nature makes you an excellent partner for ventures that require consistency and dedication. Whether it's a partnership in a local business, an investment in solid family businesses, or even cooperatives, these structures align perfectly with your natural energy and can generate substantial returns over the years. Sixth practice: use your connection to nature to attract abundance. The sixth practice for multiplying wealth as a Taurus involves using your natural connection to the earth and the natural cycles to align your financial actions with the most favorable cosmic energies. Taurus is a sign deeply connected to nature, and this connection can be a powerful tool for attracting prosperity when used consciously. Observe the lunar and seasonal cycles to make important financial decisions. The waxing moon is ideal for starting new investments or projects aimed at financial growth. The full moon is perfect for reaping the rewards of previously invested investments or making large purchases that increase your wealth. The waning moon is the time to eliminate unnecessary expenses and dispose of investments that aren't yielding returns. Create a space in your home dedicated to prosperity, preferably with plants and natural elements. Taurus feels invigorated in the presence of nature, and this space can serve as your financial planning hub. Use this space to review your investments, plan your financial goals, and reflect on important financial decisions. Also, practice gratitude for the abundance that already exists in your life. Tauruses sometimes focus so much on accumulation that they forget to appreciate what they've already achieved. Recognizing and being grateful for what you have creates a positive vibe that attracts even more prosperity. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down at least 3 things related to abundance in your life each day, whether it's money, health, relationships, or opportunities. Seventh practice: invest in your financial education consistently. The seventh fundamental practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to continually invest in financial education, but in a way that aligns with their methodical and practical nature. Taurus dislikes sudden changes or superficial information, preferring deep, applicable knowledge that can be used over the long term. Establish a financial learning routine that's sustainable in the long term. Instead of trying to absorb large amounts of information at once, dedicate 15 to 30 minutes a day to studying some aspect of finance. This could be reading classic investment books, following reliable educational channels, or taking reputable online financial courses. Focus especially on learning about conservative investments and long-term strategies. Taurus benefits most from knowledge about mutual funds, real estate, government bonds, and other stable financial instruments. Avoid being seduced by promises of quick riches or overly complex strategies that you can't fully understand. Also, seek out mentors or study groups with people who share your values of gradual wealth building. Taurians learn best in stable environments with trusted individuals. Consider joining local investment clubs or online groups focused on long-term, conservative strategies. The important thing is that you surround yourself with information and people who reinforce your natural and wise approach to wealth building. Eighth practice: transform your passion into a lasting source of income. The eighth essential practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to identify their true passions and find ways to transform them into sustainable and growing sources of income. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet that governs both pleasures and values, indicating that you can prosper financially by doing what you truly love. Reflect deeply on activities that bring you genuine pleasure and that you could do for hours without getting tired. Perhaps it's cooking, gardening, crafts, music, art, or caring for people. The key is to find the common thread between your passions and identify how they can be transformed into a business or additional source of income. Taurus has a natural advantage when working with something they love because their dedication and natural quality manifest automatically. You won't need to force yourself to do good work, as it will flow naturally from your passion. This results in high-quality products or services that people value and are willing to pay well for. Develop your passion gradually and sustainably. Start small, perhaps as a side hustle, and grow organically as demand increases. Taurus thrives on steady growth rather than rapid, risky expansions. Always maintain quality as a top priority, as your reputation for excellence will ensure the lasting growth of your passion-based business. Practice 9. Protect your wealth with strategic planning. The ninth and final practice for Taurus to multiply their wealth is to develop a robust wealth protection system that ensures all the prosperity they achieve is preserved and continues to grow over time. Taurus has a natural protective instinct, and this trait should be applied strategically to their finances. Create an emergency fund that covers at least 6 months of your basic expenses. This isn't just standard financial advice. It's a psychological necessity for Tauruses who need a sense of security to function at their best. Keep this money in liquid, secure investments where you can access it quickly if needed. Diversify your investments wisely, never putting all your resources into a single option, no matter how safe it may seem. Taurus can sometimes be stubborn and become overly attached to an investment that has worked well in the past. Remember that even conservative strategies require diversification to maximize safety and returns. Also consider legal protections for your assets, such as adequate insurance and basic estate planning. As your wealth grows, it becomes important to protect it from unforeseen events that could jeopardize all your years of hard work. Consult qualified professionals to structure your asset protection according to your specific needs and long-term goals. We've reached the end of these 9 transformative practices that can completely revolutionize your relationship with wealth and prosperity. As a Taurus, you possess unique natural gifts for building wealth in a solid and lasting way. But these gifts need to be activated through conscious actions aligned with your cosmic essence. Remember that true wealth for Taurus isn't just about accumulated money, but also about the security, stability, and quality of life it can provide. Each of these practices was developed with your unique nature in mind, respecting your need for security and your natural growth rhythm. The most important thing now is to start applying these practices in your life. Don't try to implement them all at once, as this goes against your patient and methodical nature. Choose 1 or 2 practices that resonate most with you and start working on them consistently. Over time, gradually incorporate the others, always focusing on quality of implementation rather than speed. Your journey to multiplying your wealth will begin to show results when you align your financial actions with your Taurus essence. Your patience, determination, and natural wisdom are your greatest tools for achieving the lasting prosperity you desire. If this video brought value to your life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive more content on astrology and prosperity. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 9 practices do you intend to start applying first in your life? Leave a comment sharing your experience as a Taurus and how you intend to use this information to transform your financial reality.